during Winter's Valley Sports. Jetty Osmond, he's been out the past 6 games. Is he going to be able to give it a go tonight?
Yeah, we expect him to go tonight.
And how does having him back impact what you're capable of out there on the floor?
It gives us a lot of versatility offensively. A guy who can catch and shoot one, so you can play a lot of screening actions and things like that for him. A guy who really runs the floor, who can get you opportunities in transition, and a guy who can play make from that wing position. So he gives us a lot of flexibility and a lot of versatility on both ends of the floor.
Hey, Jared Allen mentioned the other night when speaking out about having a new player on your roster as in Rondo that there's like this added oomph because you want to show him as in Rondo, like what this team is made of, how they play. Do you get a sense of that as a coach?
Yeah, I think it's, especially someone who the guys respect as much as they respect with Rondo. You look at his achievements and the thing that he's accomplished, and we've talked about this all year, earning our peers' respect is what's really important in this league. And then when you have a guy who's done as much as Doe has, you want to earn his respect and you want to show him what we're capable of. And I think, that's the respect that our guys have for the game. But again, it's also the respect that they have for their peers and the guys who come before them and, have accomplished those things.
And then lastly, coach, you used to game plan against Chauncey when he was on the floor, right? as a player, but now you're game planning against him and he's on the sidelines as a coach. What is that like for you?
It's he and I have known each other since I was in the 7th grade. We grew up playing together in Denver. He was the guy in our area. There was no bigger name than Chauncey when we were growing up playing. So, it's fun. It's some banter back and forth, but what he's, where he comes from and what he stands for. The type of basketball that he believes in and the way that he wants his teams to play, that you have to be prepared for it. The guys are going to compete. They're going to scrap. They're going to give it all they have.
Thank you so much, Coach.
How fiercely athletic, JV with Rondo available. What are you looking for from him? I guess, obviously first game with you guys, but just a chance to get out on the floor with you guys.
I just want him to be himself. Give him the freedom to run a team and to orchestrate the game. And that's what he does naturally. And, we just want, like all of our guys, we want them to be the best versions of themselves. So we won't put any restraints on him. We'll let him play to his strengths. And again, this is some feeling out for all of us, figuring out combinations and things like that, who he plays well with, the combination of him and Darius together. There's all those things that we'll get on the floor so we can take a look and then we can continue to build.
Was there anything in practice with that combination of him and Darius that stood out to you that works well and that you're excited about?
Well, his ability to facilitate and see the game, can put Darius in really good positions off the ball and create easy opportunities for Darius. When Darius is playing as the primary ball handler, the defense is always eyes on him. So he has to do something against 10 eyes. When the ball is off his hands, now you give him an opportunity to run off screens and play on the baseline some and get loose. And then you have a guy who can deliver him the ball. So that makes Darius's job easier.
And then obviously, Isaac is still out, but almost a whole healthy squad.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
How helpful is it, though, as you are acclimating, Rondo into this, to have a pretty healthy squad and being able to, get those lineups, get the rotations, and figure it out?
Well, our message from the beginning of the year is, that we have to be the best team on the floor. And that means we need to be complete because we don't just rely on individuals to carry us. Everything we do is about the team first. So it's important for, Doe to see that and, be able to fit into that and kind of see where he fits in with all that stuff and, how he can find his way. But, having the guys who have done it for us up to this point and can kind of guide and show the way of how we play and the things that we do, and then allow him to fit his game within that is helpful as we kind of develop. And, when you add new pieces, there's time that it takes to get what you're looking for. But, I expect with, his intellect and his skill, to be able to fit in quickly.
Anything else in the room? Okay, got anything? All right, that's gonna wrap it up. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I gotta go test. A brave new world, huh?